Hello to Bournemouth University webinar. I work in the international department at Bournemouth University. Today, what we are going to do is information about our master programs and marketing. We have 3 more speakers in this webinar. From the business school, Dr. will be talking to you about our work courses, and also who is going to talk to you about work courses as well. We also have Talia. She is from Turkey. Master Pro. She has studied from our psychology course. So she has plenty of experience to talk from her life as a Bournemouth University. So we have prepared a presentation for you. So we will talk about university, we will talk about the scholarships and give you just general information. You will have the opportunity to talk to us and today about about the programs in management and marketing. That in the right-hand side of your computer. Feel free to ask. We will come back to you at the end of the presentation. So I'm just going to put our okay, so you will be probably wondering where we are located in the south. You can see in the map.
We cannot see the presentation now.
Oh, okay. Can you see it now?
Now we can see, thank you.
You can see it. Okay. Okay. Well, probably you are wondering where Bournemouth University is. We are located in the south coast of England in a town called Bournemouth. And it's small. It's very cosmopolitan and international. Quite a lot of people like Bournemouth as a student university town. It has plenty to our students, so you have quite a lot of water sports facilities, to sports, and also a variety of shopping centers and quite a lot of areas that you can socialize. And what is very important, have 12 kilometers of sandy beaches, and we also say that is particularly for girls weather in the UK. The fantastic area in a Dorset area in the UK, and it has links to London and other cities. It's around 2 hours far away from London. If you decide to join us, just be aware that airports to Bournemouth is London Airport. We also have the Bournemouth International, and with flights to Europe and other Turkey destinations. Information about Bournemouth University. We were at university in 1992, and a professional university. What I mean by professional university is that all our programs are developed what employers are looking for. So students develop the skills that employers are looking for, basically. Last few years, we have invested more than 250 million in our buildings, in our courses, and we are very proud to say as well. Very recently, with top 100 young universities, and this is according to the Times Higher Education Young Rankings in 2020. We have two main campuses, which is the home of all our undergraduate courses, postgraduate courses, and then we have Lansdowne campus, which has the Executive Business Center for our students in the marketing and management program, studying the Executive Business Center. In terms of student popularity, in university we have around 17,500. 2,800 are overseas students from a variety of countries. Around 100 students from Turkey we have this year. As I mentioned, you will be studying in the executive. You can see in here some of the pictures of the building, and very as well for our management students. And you have techno booths where you will be able to study with and to do your group assignments with them. So we have an e-library, so all are online, so you don't need to study or to do your assignments. We have journals and everything basically online classes too, and in the as well an area which is the reception as well, but also a little restaurant if you feel a snack or anything, you know, for yourself. Building is located in town center, from the beach, and also from our as well, and from walking distance from shops, restaurants, everything basically. So in any other university, we do offer accommodation, but our accommodation is guaranteed, and we offer a variety of options. You student halls, or you can stay this village as well. For students in our, definitely I will recommend the student halls that are of Lansdowne. And one thing about accommodation is the fact that is in, so you don't share your room, and they are en suite as well, which is very, you only share the communal areas like kitchen and the other students from your same flats. Opt for a studio accommodation, or also if you come with families, you have flats as well as an option. Approximately is between 105 to 155 pounds per week. So here is some pictures that you can see how our accommodation is. So it's being as well refurbished investment. So you will be living in this house. Entry requirements for our Turkish students. For all our management programs, you to have a bachelor's degree, an average grade of 2.3 GPA, and if you sit in the MBA, for the MBA, 2 years work experience. For an English qualification, a variety of English qualifications, but you request the equivalent of IELTS. which it could be a TOEFL as well, English test that the university provides our applicant offer. For that one, you need to have an offer from. In terms of the grades that we are going to ask, usually is IELTS 6 over 5 in each component. The thing that is very unique in the university is the fact that we will assess you from an English qualification if you have studied for bachelor's degree in Turkey. That it should be, you should be in those 2 years, basically, before the program at Bournemouth University. If you have bachelor's degree in English, we will exempt you from IELTS. We will accept you with that qualification, basically. So, like to spend or to budget year during your master's degree. Okay, for assessment programs, the majority, the tuition fees, £14,500 to £15,000. That the £15,000 is the MBA. Then the living cost we estimate to be about £8,000, and that includes our accommodation. More or less, what you need to budget is about £20,000 per year, 200,000. Basically, that will be more or less up. There are part-time jobs. Probably Talia will comment and more information about this. But one thing I would like to reiterate is that you make sure that you have that account and ready for you studies. You cannot rely on at the moment, particularly because of the pandemic. The good news is that we offer scholarships, and we are one of the universities that offer. Okay, so for if you have an average grade of 2.8 from your bachelor's degree, you will be automatically £3,500 fee deduction. You can also apply for the Dean's Scholarship. If you are thinking of coming this September, the application has already passed, so but will open until November, and this is fee deduction. You need, however, a GPA of 3.3 plus, and for this one, you need to apply for the scholarship. We offer this opportunity scholarship between £1,500. It will depend on your application, and you don't your academic this is based in your situation. For that one, you need to have university, and then you need, if you are interested in the opportunity scholarship, like the students at and it will be a deduction as well in. So that is. Am I going to pass you to Julia Hibbert, who is over the marketing and management framework?
Thank you, Nuria. Hopefully everyone can hear me okay. Hello, thanks for joining today's webinar. My name is Dr. Julia Hibbert. I am a lecturer in marketing, and I'm also the programme leader for the 4 courses in the marketing management framework. I've also been a Bournemouth University master's student as well, so I have come through the ranks at Bournemouth. So I'm going to talk to you about the marketing management framework. And as you can see on the screen there, we've got 4 programs in the framework. So we have marketing management as a straight MSc. We have marketing management with digital, marketing management with retail, and marketing and user experience. So I'm ready to move on to the next slide, please, Nuria. Thank you. So first of all, a little bit about why Bournemouth University and why our courses that we're talking about today. So these courses are conversion master's courses. This means we accept students with a wide variety of backgrounds. You don't need to have a bachelor's degree in marketing management at all. The courses are 12 to 16 months, depending on whether you are starting the course in September or whether you start in January. The difference there is to take into account the 3 months over the summer break. The courses will be a little longer if you take the placement options as well, and I'll talk to you about that in just a moment. We have high-profile lecturers with extensive work experience and research experience. So our lecturers that teach on the programmes have a wide variety of backgrounds. Some have worked in industry for many years, and some have worked actively in research previously. All will be research active at the moment, and this means bring upon their current contemporary experience. So they're really staying up to date with current knowledge. Our courses, we invite professional guest speakers in to talk to students on all of the programmes that we offer. The guest speakers vary from year to year and depending on what's going on in industry at the time. So certainly for the marketing management framework, last year we had high-profile speakers from Vitality Insurance and from Marks and Spencer's as well, talking about marketing in the real world and how they use some of the topics that we're discussing on the courses. We also offer an additional qualification. So students studying on the digital pathway, the retail pathway and the user experience course will also have the opportunity to gain a certificate in digital marketing from the Institute of Data and Marketing. So this is something in addition to the master's degree that you'll finish up with, and can really set you apart from others when it comes to applying for jobs on the market, because it's that little bit extra. It shows you're additionally committed. We also have a 30 weeks work placement. This is optional. You don't have to undertake the placement. We do encourage it though, because it allows you to put into practice the skills and the knowledge that you've gained throughout the course, to put it into action so that when you enter the job market for real, again, you're setting yourselves apart from competitors, but you're also demonstrating that additional level of commitment. So moving on to the next slide. Sticking with the theme of work placement opportunities, here on the left-hand side of this slide, you can see some of the big names that our students have worked with previously. So from JP Morgan, BMW, British Airways, Panasonic. So you really are able to gain work experience with high-profile organisations. But also local companies as well. So it's not just limited to the big names there. Some of the roles that our students have done while they've been on placement have been linked to HR, marketing and communications. They've worked as user experience and assistance designers, business analytics assistants, social media coordinators across a variety of sectors. And the great thing about studying marketing is that you gain transferable knowledge and skills that doesn't limit you to one sector. You can work across multiple sectors. Your placement opportunity is expected to be a paid placement as well, which is a fantastic bonus. So the salaries that you can expect to earn on a placement vary from £16,000 to £23,000 plus. So moving on to the next slide. I've mentioned at the start of the presentation our 4 marketing programs: marketing management with digital, marketing management with retail, and marketing and user experience. Now the next slide will show you the differences between these courses. So while you're under the umbrella of the marketing management framework, here you can see the different units that you'll study under each course and what makes them different. There are also some shared units with the management students as well, and that will become clear when Yume talks later on in the presentation. But you can see under the marketing management pathway, you have a specific managing people unit. So that tailors that pathway to gaining that deeper understanding in the management side of marketing. MSc Marketing Management Digital, you can see that pink unit there, the digital marketing unit, enables students on that pathway to gain that specific and specialised digital marketing knowledge. We have retail principles and practices for the students on the retail pathway, and that is just studied by students on that particular pathway. So it really is a niche unit for that particular pathway. The MSc Marketing and User Experience programme is quite unique in that we work with colleagues in the Faculty of Science and Technology. So you have some real specialised knowledge there coming from colleagues with a more technical background. And you can see a variety of different courses, different units there. So human-centred design, persuasive technology and behavioural change, which really brings out the specialised technical side of user experience when used in marketing. You can see at the bottom of this slide the optional placement, which is a minimum of 30 weeks, and the research project, which all students are required to undertake at the end of their studies. So moving on to the next slide. A course overview. So to summarise, we cover a full range of marketing disciplines, contemporary issues and specialist units. So by studying on any of these 4 courses, you will get a deep understanding of issues within marketing and real up-to-date issues. And these are incredibly relevant now as we're moving into that digital age, and digital marketing and other aspects are becoming more prevalent. And there are also specialist units, as I pointed out on that previous slide. So the pathway that you choose is specialised, it's tailored to that particular area of interest. We have a wide range of teaching, learning and assessment opportunities. This means that each unit that you study is tailored to the specific context of that unit. And it means that, that your learning opportunities aren't repetitive, because there are a variety of assessments and learning platforms across the range of units that we offer. All of our assessments are coursework based and again relevant to the context of the unit. So you can expect to be doing more technical stuff on the user experience course. You can expect to be really engaging with digital media on the digital pathway and so on. There's a variety of types of assessment as well. So although they are all coursework based, you won't just be writing a series of essays. Some might be consultancy projects, some might be creating portfolios. You'll be working in groups for some assessments, and you'll be working individually for others. So again, there's no repetition in the types of assessments that we're offering. As I said, we incorporate specialist units which explore contemporary issues for today's marketers. The course is complemented by broader management units to advance your leadership and management skills. So although we're focusing on the issues within marketing, you will also be gaining skills in that wider management and business areas. You're going to be learning from research active, industry experienced academics. Many, if not all, have published innovative research into specific management and marketing issues. And there are opportunities to engage with industry and the wider community. And some of your assessments actually will be working with local businesses and engaging with wider community. So there's an opportunity to broaden your horizons outside of the university itself. So the next slide, please, Nuria. Thank you. And this is where I'm passing you over to my colleague, Yume Yang. I will be around to answer questions in the chat as well. Thank you.
Nuria, Dr. Yume has an internet connection, the connection issue right now. We are trying to solve this.
Well, let's do something then. If Jumi is not connected at the moment, Talia, do you mind just to talk to the students, and then when Yumi connect?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Okay. What I'm going to do is my presentation. So you start your presentation, Talia, if you know, to present, or if you to the students, you know, go ahead and talk to them about your experiences as a Bournemouth University. Please go ahead.
Hi everyone, this is Talia. I'm currently doing my master's in marketing communications at BU. So this is my second master's. I've also finished my master's degree in clinical psychology again at Bournemouth. So I've been in Bournemouth nearly for 2.5 years now. So I will talk about my experience as a student who lived in Bournemouth. I will also give you some more information about scholarships, university life and everything. So I was looking at the questions. Majority of them are about the current coronavirus situation. So I gave like a brief information, but university sent an email for all prospective students, and also there's a frequently asked questions link that I put here, so I will put it again. So for the first semester, they said that if you have a module that requires practical work, applied stuff, or things that you need to be at the labs, you will need to come to uni. But if you also have a module that requires theoretical knowledge, you will be asked to be in your house and do the work remotely. So do not worry about all this, because university is currently handling this, and the situation is changing every week, so they're sending updates regularly. Also, in terms of IELTS, you asked about IELTS. So if you graduated with an English taught university and you're applying for BU within 2 years of graduation, BU won't be asking you any IELTS or anything, but it also depends on your GPA, so whether it's enough for you to apply. And you asked about the work experience and also the 2-year extension to the visa. So the work experience comes with marketing qualifications, like Dr. Julia mentioned. It's not required, but it's also kind of advised to do the placement. It will be for 30 weeks, and you can get paid for doing that as well. It only has like a little fee that you need to pay to do the placement year. But also for that 2-year extension, there's a new regulation. If you come to BU and graduate, if you come to BU with September entry, you will be 2-year visa will be added to your Tier 4 student visa. So you'll be able to stay in the country and work full-time with any job you would like to do. Nuria, would you like me to start my presentation, or? Okay, so let's see if, okay. Can you see the presentation now?
Yes, we can see.
Yes, we can.
Okay. So I will briefly talk in Turkish and see what I will say. Merhaba arkadaşlar, kısaca kendimden bahsettim. Şu anda Bournemouth Üniversitesi'nde 2. master'ımı yapıyorum. İlk master'ım klinik psikoloji üzerineydi. İkincisi de marketing communication, yani pazarlama iletişimi üzerine. Okuldan %50 burs alma şansım olmuştu ilk master'ımda. Ve bu ilk master'ımı da birincilikle bitirdiğim için ikinci master'ımda da %50 burs alma imkanım oldu. Şu anda bu bursla okuyorum. Buna başvurmak isterseniz bundan biraz bahsedeceğim zaten. Tekrar sorabilirsiniz. Dean's Academic Excellence Scholarship diye geçiyor. Şu an okulla ilgili kendi deneyimimi İngilizce olarak bahsedeceğim. Sonunda da isterseniz Türkçe olarak tercüme yapabilirim. So let's begin. In terms of academic studies at BU, it is slightly different to how it is in Turkey. So for example, in Turkey, you would have much more lecture hours, contact hours with your professors, but in the UK, they give you more independent time to study, do your own research, also find placements, so do some more practical work rather than just academic stuff. So there will be also more learning and self-independent study. So as I said, you will have access to the library. You don't need to pay for any books and everything. The university has all the books in the library. You can access them whether you're at uni or at home, because there are also ebooks online available. So it would depend on, for example, for marketing courses, compared to my previous master's in psychology, we have less contact hours compared to psychology, but we are doing more practical work. For example, we've collaborated with a charity in Dorset, and we've helped them with their social media page, website, and we designed project for them. So, for example, my project has been picked to be published at BBC that I've heard recently. So it's great for my CV to put this and present to my employers in the future. So moving away from home can be quite daunting and stressful, but there are also great accommodation options available at BU. For example, currently there are 10 student accommodation options available for all budgets. So, for example, the cheapest one would be the Student Village, which is located in Talbot campus, 1 or 2 minutes walking distance from uni. But most of the accommodations are located in the town center in Lansdowne. So it will be 5 to 10 minutes to the beach, 5 to 10 minutes to the shopping areas, restaurants, and also the Executive Business Center, which is where you will be located for your studies. So also when you live in university accommodation, it comes with a free bus pass that you can use throughout the year, and also it's unlimited, so you can go anywhere in town in zone A and B. And expenses for 1 year, as you know, when you apply for a visa, the government would tell you to have at least £10,000 in your bank account to come to uni. So it's a great calculation, I would say. So including your accommodation expenses and also your cost for food, travel, and all the social activities, I would say you would spend £900 to £1,000 a month. But if you're also working part-time, you will probably earn £300 to £400 a month, so you will be able to cover some of your expenses. But also, because you're a student, you have a lot of discounts in town, so you can use this as well. In terms of employability, Nuria and Dr. Julia briefly mentioned, but also in terms of part-time jobs, the job I'm currently doing here as a student ambassador was great for me. So you can work within the university for 15 hours, but if you would like to work outside uni, you can work 20 hours max per week throughout while you're a student. But if you finish your studies, like I said, with that 2-year visa, you can work full-time anywhere. I would definitely recommend doing something related to marketing when you're doing your part-time job. I've been awarded the Student Ambassador of the Year last year, which probably gave me this opportunity to apply for a second master's in marketing, because I got to know how marketing works and how I can relate my psychology knowledge into marketing. And that was great for me. I also participated in the Global Talent Program provided by BU again. And I also received some awards there as well. So use every opportunity to join and build your network. In terms of career advice and guidance, at uni next to the library, there is a career advice service. Each faculty will have a different advisor. So I would suggest go there, introduce yourself. They will help build your CV. If you have a CV, they will help you develop your CV and help you write a personal statement so you can apply for a lot of jobs. And every few months, they will be organizing career fairs. So employers will come to seek some interns, and then by the time you finish your work with them, they will get to know you and they can offer you a job when you finish your course. In terms of awards, like I mentioned, you can apply for the Global Talent Program, receive an award. you can do the job I'm doing currently, student ambassador, and also you can do other jobs. For example, currently I'm also working with the National Health Service as a psychologist. But these are all within my part-time regulation, so I cannot exceed 20 hours, but you've got a lot of options as well. So I put some pictures here from Bournemouth. For example, you can see the beach, you can see the town center. It's very and also I would definitely recommend going there and socializing. Like I said, the university has an international atmosphere. And also Bournemouth is live. And lastly, I would definitely say make the most of university. There are lots of options available. Get to know a lot of people, try to use the resources in the library, find a part-time job, join all the international events. And lastly, like I said, this is a stressful process, but everything will be great once you finish. And everyone is in the same boat. When we start university, we're all stressed. It's a new town, but it's very exciting. So by the time you adapt to uni, which is after 2-3 months, everything will be perfect. So this was my experience as a student at BU, and that was the reason I applied for a second master's, because I really love being part of BU and also the town. So that's all from me. If you got any questions, I'm free to answer them as well.
Thank you. And thank you very much, Julia. It's been really good and interesting to hear about courses in marketing. Julia, and also says Talia. We have quite regards to the scholarships. I have covered that, but just to reiterate, yes, we do offer 3 different types of scholarships. And one is based in your academic, and you will be awarded £8,500 if your GPA is 8. Then we have the Dean's Scholarship. You have to apply, and the deadline for September has already been in our January master programs. You are able to apply. The deadline will be in November, and for this one you need a GPA of 3.3 or above. Personal profile as well. They have the opportunity, which is not based in your academic background, and is based in your financial one. You need to apply as well to Bournemouth University, just to say that you would like to be part of it. Okay, so the second question, I think quite a lot of questions about a few of the technology that Talia will be able to use some information. And we are waiting for Dr. Yumi to join us. Unfortunately, she has some problems with connection. So for some reason, the system locked her out. So hopefully, you know, she will be able to come back to you about the management programs. And so that is, I'm just going through the messages just to see if we have missed anything. I'd like to reiterate as well, as Talia was mentioning, it's about the opportunity to after your bachelor's, your master's. You know that there are different government, so students can also now apply for something that is called that graduated visa, and in the UK for 2 more years from your masters, and that is giving you the opportunity to get some well after your degree. So to your country. So you will be graduated, but also you will have some work experience. So quite a lot of students are taking this opportunity. One thing as well, I think Talia mentioned it, our career and employment department has people that specialize in basically providing you information about the the job market. So there are workshops during the whole year regards to how to prepare your CV, how you your interview techniques as well. Also, we work with more than 2,000 industries, and every year they send us job vacancies, and we put students in there. Just think that for all our undergraduate programs have some kind of work place. We have the link on that, and now our and team marketing, as Hibbert was mentioning, all this week's placement opportunity. There, am I going to basically Dr. Yumi, who told to you about the management programs. Yumi, because I'm going to share you, so you are able to see the presentation.
Yeah. I'm so pleased that I come back after all the first frustration.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
Can Yumi?
No, I can't see the slides.
You can't see the slides. Okay,
I
well,
cannot.
just bear with me.
I cannot see the slides.
Okay, just bear with me.
Okay.
Now?
Yes. Yes, good. I can see the slides now. If you click on play, yeah. Yeah. Hi, everyone. I'm Dr. Yimei Yang. I'm a framework program framework lead for management courses. The framework I lead has 5 programs apart from MBA. MBA has its own dedicated leader, Dr. Deborah Taylor. And also from these slides, you can see each program has their own program coordinators. They can help provide support to students, answer any questions you have for academic reasons or in your life in studying in the UK. So the first my presentation, I will explain the generic information related to international professional bodies, which is relevant to all the programs, including program for marketing framework and also MBA, and of course for program management courses as well. So next slides, please. So as Bournemouth, all our programs, if you know, you may not know, all our programs have gone through recently revalidation. So the current teaching program design is the result of marketing research on understanding employment market and the industrial need. We focus on cultivating some very important soft skills, such as critical thinking, analytical skills. As well as we focus on working together with the industry to gain a practical experience of how to solve real issues in the workplace. So we develop our courses at work alongside major international professional bodies. The pictures down here, you can see some of the logos of big international professional bodies. For example, ACSB is an association to advance collegiate business studies. This award places Bournemouth University business studies within the top 5% best business studies in the world. Only 6 other UK universities of the same category than BU offer this accreditation. And also we have a CIM. CIM is the Chartered Institution for Marketing. We also have a CMI. These two institutions, we work very close together to design our courses. I'm not going to repeat all these other international professional bodies because along my presentation, I will mention a few of them in terms of course design. So we move to next slide, please. So the program management programs we can see, it has a MSc International Management and a MSc in Innovation Management and Entrepreneurship, and a MSc Management with the HR, MSc Management with the Business Analytics, which is a brand new programs, is growing very quickly, and also MSc Organizational Project Management. So let's have a look at our course overview for next slides. So all the courses share the generic characteristics. The courses cover a full range of management disciplines with some specialist units. This will provide students with the knowledge for analyzing organizational issues in a holistic way. When we think about our organization, it is all departments is interrelated. It's like a system. When one issue happens, it will require all the departments to work together. So this is reflected on our unit or program design. So you will see some units shared across multiple programs. For example, MBA and project management will also have to share to study one unit run by finance department. So when you study project management, you need to know about budgeting. So the course will cultivate, all the courses will cultivate your soft skills, as I pointed out, but that is suitable for students to look for jobs in the future in a variety of roles in the job market. So this is the overview of course. Next slides, we will have a look at the units covered for each program. First program you can see is MSc International Management. International, this program, first of all, in autumn semester, you will have Leadership Essential and Marketing Strategy. Then we have a Global Strategic Management. In the spring semester, and then you have Managing People, Supply Chains Networks, and Global Innovation. So for MSc Management with the Human Resources, it also have a core unit, Leadership Essential, and Marketing Strategy. Then you have a specific units related to your subject area is organization and employment. So this unit will teach you some analytic skills to understand human resource management. And in the spring term, you have Managing People, International Human Resources, Resource Management, which is the unit I'm leading. So in International Human Resource Management, it will have a look at how to manage people in globalization across different countries. Then we have People Resourcing and Development. So for MSc, this program designed for people working in multinational companies or in any other companies, other countries. So although CIPD is not our goal to kind of see, we work close with the CIPD. In UK, when you look for jobs, a lot of companies require employees to have to be member of the CIPD. So the students have an opportunity to become a student member to attend these kind of events. Many of these events are organized in EBC, which where your teaching will be located. And then we have a MSc Management with a Business Analytics. This is that's what I said, a new program, but it is one of the most popular program in my program, in the program framework I'm leading. So this is due to the demand for business analytics in the job market. This program building a bridge between statistic, data analytics with management. So this is fill in the gap for job market need. So MSc management with the business analytics, it is like we do a lot of data analysis. So although you don't need to be very good at statistics. So as we in Julia's presentation, we said it's a conversion courses. But this program, if you would like to study, it's desirably for students to have a laptop because you will do a lot of data analysis. So for MSc Organizational Project Management, you will have a leadership essential. You can see the gray area is a shared core unit. Then you have project management in practice and the accounting financial management. In spring term, you have projects in society, then entrepreneurship, innovation, design shared with the MBA. And then you can have a choice to do research and change management skills. Then this is a project management. Project management has, in 2019, in the last year, have been awarded from Project Management Institution to UK. So it's a really well-designed program. Then the last program I'm leading is the MSc Innovation Management and Entrepreneurship. So in the autumn term, you also have a leadership essential, and then you have business model innovation. Then you have a shared program with other programs to study accounting and financial management. To another specific unit in spring term is SME and entrepreneurship finance. Another unit in the spring term is entrepreneurship, innovation, and design. And also the last unit is selling in relationships and customer service. But overall, what you can see the pattern is you have a core unit shared with other programs to understand some management disciplines, and also you have specific units in your study area. So we move to next slides. In terms of learning environment, as we already said, we pay a lot of attention to develop our students have critical and thinking analytical skills. Additional to that kind of skill development, we also emphasize a lot in cultivating students' experience in learning through solving real problems in industry. So we work closely together with the industries. A lot of companies we already were already said in Julia's slides, like JP Morgan and British Airways. We work closely with the small, medium-sized organizations locally, such as Lush. And also we organize trips to visit the industries to help students to understand issues in the workplace. In terms of classroom size, it's varies, but averagely you will have like 100 students together for big lectures. However, it depends on cohort size, really. Sometimes you have as small as 20. Then you have lectures, then you break down in seminar. Seminars are smaller size of classroom. Normally it's about 25 students, which provide a very good environment to interactive with the staff, with the lecturers and your classmates. So also in terms of characteristics of our students, we have students from all over the world. We have students from China, India, and Europe. We have Turkish students. So I remember once when I was teaching one of the cohort, which is about 30 students, we had students from 10 countries. It's a really great environment for social learning and network building. Think about when you graduate, you will work with you might be working in another country. You already made some friends. to work together with. So assessment, in terms of assessment, all the units are assessed by coursework. So a coursework could be group work and could be individual work. We also have written works, written individual works, or group-based presentations. We also have a consultancy project. Consultancy project, that means sometimes the people from industry come over here to the university as an examiner of your presentation. You work together with them to solve real issues. This is used in many of our programs, for example, in MBA and entrepreneur in MSc, Innovation Management and Entrepreneurship. So, another thing to point out is each program have their communities. So students can interact together with the people from the industry and from with their colleagues on our Brightspace, which is a virtual learning platform. So I think that's all my presentation, right? Slides to cover. Yeah, if you have any questions regarding to the program management framework, I'm happy to answer. Thank you.
Thank you, Eva. Jumei, and it's been really interesting to see how practical our master programs are, and the marketing and how they interact with others. So students from one will also study with other students from the other management program. So that is creating a community, and as you said, that link and network, for the future. And the mixture of nationalities as well, I think it brings to the classroom fantastic variety. So culturally, the students get are more aware of cultural differences, building into the future. So, excellent. Thank you very so much. Talia, any questions? I haven't been able to see with because I was sharing the screen.
So, Nuria, I answered all the questions. There was one student who was asking for the scholarship. He has a 2.78 GPA, but he has work experience. So I advised him to email you. But some students are asking for translation. So maybe for 2-3 minutes, I can briefly translate. So would you like me to focus on some main points?
Yes, please. Translate. Yeah.
Arkadaşlar, Türkçe tercüme için soranlar için kısaca önemli kısımlardan biraz bahsedeceğim. Şimdi 2 tane akademik profesörümüzle konuştuk. Onlar biraz programlardan bahsetti, fakülteden bahsettiler, burslardan bahsedildi. Şimdi burslardan kısaca tekrar bahsetmek istiyorum. Eğer ortalamanız, yani lisans ortalamanız 2.80'in üzerindeyse kabul mektubunuzla beraber otomatik olarak bir burs geliyor. 3.500 pound kadar. Bu zaten geldiğinde Academic Excellence Scholarship diye geçiyor. Otomatik olarak gelen bir burs. Ama eğer ortalamanız 3.5'ün üstündeyse, örneğin benim ortalamam 3.90'dı. Ben bu 3.500 poundluk bursu otomatik olarak almıştım. Ama bunu yeterli bulmamıştım. Yani İngiltere'ye gelme ihtimali yoktu. O yüzden bu bursa da başvurdum ama bu burs için ekstra bir başvuru yapmanız gerekiyor. 500 kelimelik bir metin yazmanız gerekiyor. Onunla birlikte de başvuruyorsunuz. Ortalamanız ne kadar yüksekse o kadar iyi. Çünkü fakülteden bir kişiye veriliyor bu burs. Bundan biraz bahsettik. IELTS'ten tekrar bahsediyorum. Eğer İngilizce eğitim veren bir okuldan mezun olduysanız, 2 yıl içerisinde de Bournemouth'a başvuruyorsanız IELTS'e gerek yok. Eğer örneğin biri sormuştu, 2009 mezunuydu. Yine de İngilizce eğitim veren bir okuldan mezun olmuş olsanız bile tekrar IELTS istiyorlar. Biri de şey sormuştu, eğer Bournemouth'ta herhangi bir language school'da okuduysanız, örneğin Bournemouth College diye geçiyor. Okulla anlaşması olan bir kurum. Onun için Nuriye'ye mail atmanızı öneriyorum. Onun dışında tekrar sorularınız varsa, örneğin Fatoş sorularınız varsa tekrar yazın. Ben aklıma geldiğince cevap vermeye çalışacağım. Şehirle ilgili biraz bilgi vermek istiyorum. Benim deneyimim, ben daha önce 3-4 şehirde kaldım. Yani Londra dahil. Londra, Birmingham, Sussex, Bournemouth gibi. Ve bunların içinden fiyat olarak en uygunu ve en güvenlisi Bournemouth diyebilirim. Hani Eskişehir gibi düşünün. Küçük bir şehir. 180 bin kadar bir nüfusu var. Çoğunlukla öğrenci. Yazın bu öğrenciler ülkesine dönüyor ve dil öğrencileri geliyor. Yani çok güvenli bir şehir. Özellikle kendim adına konuşuyorum. Onun dışında 12 kilometre kadar bir sahil var. Bu sahilde yazın bisiklet sürebilirsiniz, denize girebilirsiniz. Bu tür eğlenceli aktivitelere katılabilirsiniz. Korona ile ilgili sorduğunuz soruları tekrar cevap veriyorum. Hani dediğim gibi şu anda her hafta değişiyor durum. Okul da tabii hükümetin verdiği kararlara uymak zorunda. Ama şu anda şöyle, eğer laboratuvara gidip uygulamalı bir şey yapmanız gerekiyorsa okula zaten gidiyorsunuz. Örneğin dediği gibi sınıflar 100 kişi olsa bile seminer saatlerinde 10'ar kişi var. O yüzden biraz daha güvenli bir açısından. Okula gelmeniz gerekiyor. Ama eğer verdikleri ders slide üstünden gidebiliyorsa hoca online bağlanıp dersi online işleyebiliyor. Şu an ilk dönem için durum bu. Bundan sonrası için yani Ocak için muhtemelen değişecektir. Diploma notu 2.50 üstü dediğim gibi şöyle, şimdi 2.80 üzeri burs alabiliyor. 2.50 üstü kabul mektubu alabiliyor. Yani sadece burssuz olabilir. Eğer burs için ihtiyacınız varsa Nuriye Opportunity Scholarship dediği bir burs var. Bunu sağlayabiliyor. Onun için ben e-mailini de vermiştim yukarıda. Ona mail atarsanız, hani durumunuzu anlatırsanız bu bursu da almanız mümkün olabilir. Başka bir sorunuz varsa, I'm just looking at the questions. So I briefly talked about the city, scholarships, faculty, the coronavirus situation, the online lectures, and also the entry requirements. So her kurs, her program için değişiyor arkadaşlar. Yani bournemouth.ac.uk adresine girerek bütün postgraduate courses yazarsanız bir liste çıkıyor. Oradan hepsine bakabilirsiniz. Staj imkanını dediğim gibi ekstra 850 pound gibi bir ücret ödeyerek staj yapabiliyorsunuz. Hem vizeniz uzuyor hem de o yaptığınız staj ücretli bir staj. Yani size maaş ödeniyor. Yani bazen hatta profesörlerin kazandığından daha çok kazanan öğrenciler bile var. Eğer bu sayılan iyi üniversiteler, iyi şirketlere girerseniz. Özellikle dediğim gibi hani AACSP akreditasyonu olduğu için bu sadece dediği gibi İngiltere'deki sadece 6 okula veriliyor. Dünya üzerindeki marketing okullarının %5'ine sağlanan bir akreditasyon. Bournemouth da bunlardan biri. O yüzden hani benim ikinci master yapmamın büyük bir sebebi de buydu. Main dediğim gibi Nuriye, could you provide your email again? Fatosh is asking. I think that was for the opportunity scholarship. Fatosh, dediğim gibi kendi durumundan bahsedebilirsin. Ortalamandan bahset, İngilizce seviyenden bahset. Neden bu bursa ihtiyacın olduğunu kısaca yazıp yollayabilirsin Nuriye'ye. Yeah, I think that was it.
Yeah, that's if I didn't understand what you were saying. It sounds great. Okay, so yeah. Have you got any specific questions for our two seniors? Today we are very lucky and we have some support. So please take advantage of that, and you can ask us to the master programs. So if you have any questions about the programs, please feel free. I think we have covered everything today. Natalia has been helping me with very fast as typing as well. And I think, so we have basically, so with that, probably we are going to close this if there are no any. If you want to discuss your application with me, or scholarship opportunities, please send me an email or contact Talia here. If you would like so that again, just in case you have missed, to be available online in YouTube, will be sent to you. So you can watch it again. So hopefully we have covered everything to see how engagement with you we have. It's been a fantastic group, and asking us a variety of tasks. So with that in mind, Julia and Yumi, presentations, thank you ever so much. It's been very useful. The students will get have got all the information they need. And Talia, thank you ever so much. And as always, a great addition, to the webinars and sharing your experiences with the students and helping with lessons and the questions. So this is all from us. I hope you enjoy, and thank you for watching, and we keep in touch.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Nuria, Talia, Dr. May, and Dr. Julia, thank you very much for this presentation. It was very detailed and a good one, actually. And we have a few minutes. If you would like, we can just wait for if we have any more questions. And also, if there is anything you would like to add, we would be happy to hear.
Thank you, Burje, for this for us. I just want to I know that Talia has covered things about and the situation in the UK. We have that have to follow the government advice, and the university is currently closed, but opening different areas. And one of our applicants an email with all the information about the course, if it's going to be online or it's going to teaching for this September. If to apply and you would like to know, it will be under the course web pages. So of course, if you are interested in any specific course, the tab that it says, delivery of the information, just press it there and you will see if the program is online for the first 3 months of the term, or they are delivered half-half, or how many hours are delivering basically on campus, or all that information is there, and also frequented that is also available in our website. And I think Talia put the email, so if you scroll, you will see that email to our website with that information. So I say that just to add that and to reiterate that in principle in September, but not all the courses are on campus, so it will be a blended kind of. But I think like much of the we have to look at our spaces and the safety of, and we have to follow the government as well. So hopefully we have covered.
Yeah, I'll just add a little bit there. So where we are teaching online from September, there will be an opportunity for live sessions. It's not just going to be a series of recorded lectures. It's going to be a mixture of live sessions, some recorded materials, some activities where you'll be working, doing a bit of prep work or some reading afterwards, or undertaking some tasks alone, but also somewhere where you'll be working in smaller groups online together. And so although there might be a lot of it that is delivered online, it's not going to be just video after video to watch. There will actually be work to do, conversations to have, and live engagement with your colleagues, so with other students and with the tutors themselves. And I can assure you that we're all working really hard to make sure that that they're as exciting and engaging as possible, despite not being physically in a classroom together. So there's lots of things going on behind the scene at the moment to make sure that you're not missing out on that that education, that engagement, the sort of academic discussions that happen face to face. It is just going to be a little bit different for the first couple of months until we get a bit more freedom, as Nuria says, when the government say it's safer to open more of our campus and to have those larger classrooms. We'll do it as soon as we're allowed to, as soon as it's safe to do so, because the tutors are desperate to get back onto campus as well and to meet students. So we want to be doing that as soon as it's safe to do so.
Thank you. Very useful. Thank you, Julia. And of course, the students will be able to meet other students. That interaction, although it's
absolutely.
Yeah, because I assume there will be. Is that how it was?
Yeah, yes, there will be opportunities to meet online, but also the library facilities will be opening with small group study spaces available, but obviously socially distanced study spaces. But there will be that opportunity for very small group face-to-face interaction, but we're just not able to run the large lecture theatres or seminar rooms to do that. But certainly there will be opportunities to get to know each other as well as to learn.
Good. That is very good. Also, one thing that we need to consider as well is that the government guidelines are changing. So at the moment, this is the situation that we are in. Perhaps in a couple of months' time, we are in a better situation, and then we can change completely in the way that we deliver our courses and everything. Normality. So we just need to play a little by weekly basis, basically, until things are a little bit better. The good news is that probably you have seen the news in the general news, but apparently Oxford University has created a vaccine. At the moment, everything is on air, but they say that hopefully by autumn kind of time, there will be something in the market. That is what they're saying. Obviously, we can't take that guarantee. And the situation that we have is global. And we have just to follow government advice and to look ahead as well and to plan. Yes, as you say, Julia, fantastic. Still, just to be part of Bournemouth University, to engage with the academic, to the students, you will be able the universities to use this and to start to know the area as well. At our accommodation as well is good news in one way.
Yeah,
opportunity. So, more questions, and just reply to question that we have. Budget,
yes,
we should with the session, if that is okay.
Yeah, you covered all the questions actually, and also your additional information was very beneficial for the students, I guess, and it was very informative webinar session. Thank you very much for joining us today.
Yeah, thank you very much for organizing. It's been a pleasure. Thank you, students, for watching. Thank you.
Thank you very much. See you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.